What's up, Tony? How you doing?
That's cool.
Yeah. You playing with the echo over there, man?
Yeah, sorry.
See, I lost my train of thought. I don't even know how to answer.
Tony, how you doing? And we also have, we have Adam. What's your last name?
Constantino.
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 Great last name, man.
Thank you.
That's awesome, man.
Thank you.
And
It's like a good stage name.
It is. And you're with the Swan Guns.
Yes. Yes. I am.
Awesome. Can't wait to talk to you about all that stuff. It's gonna be great. And we have, of course, we have Wayne Forte, and over there we got Michael. Yeah. So talk to us, Tony. How was your ride? Where are you coming from? First of all,
Start out. Where were
tell
you
everybody
this morning?
where were you?
Kickstands up from D.C. this morning.
Wow.
Kickstand up from D.C. this morning. So, and I got here 4 minutes ago.
You did. You did because you didn't check your
4
phone
minutes.
like I told you to.
Well, you know, I get that from my wife all the time too. Why didn't you check your phone? Well, you know, 2 hands on the handlebar.
There you go.
Exactly.
So
Most of the time.
you know, I got this ADD that's really bad. I mean, I got to really, you know, I wrote.
You say that like there's ADD that's really good.
I'm looking at your message to me like send to my phone. Okay, so I sent you. Wait a minute. I sent you a message. You meant text it to your phone. Oh, wait a second. That's what that number you sent me was all about.
Right.
I'm over here. I mean, he's turning his phone this way. He's reading it. I'm like, what is he
Yeah,
What are you
doing?
doing?
Well,
I'm like
no
trying
one's
to
ever
stay
sent
out
me-
of it, but I'm like, this
He
isn't
sent me
going
his phone
good.
number in 3 separate texts. The first 3,
Well-
the next 3, and the last 4.
I didn't want Facebook to block it out, which they sometimes do. If you put a phone number in,
Do they really?
They'll block it out so that it doesn't
I-
fall
I-
into the wrong hands.
I haven't seen that.
That's actually a good idea.
So, you know, I used to put it in there and then I would spell out the numbers in the last 4 digits.
Wait, how come everyone's saying no sound, Mike?
No, it's good. That was
Oh, it's good now.
right in the beginning.
Oh, okay, we're good now. All right.
Don't worry
I'm
about
sorry.
So you're saying everything I've said so far?
No.
No,
You're
everything is good. Everything is good.
Yeah, start from kickstands
See,
up.
just
you're
like
good.
we said before, something always goes wrong on the show right before the show. No sound. Hey. But okay,
So
so
today's what, Monday?
today's Monday,
I left home Tuesday,
and that's where.
Minneapolis.
Wow.
Left Minneapolis last Tuesday and first day went to Michigan City, Indiana.
Okay.
Second day went to Brookville, Ohio, riding along with a whole bunch of incredible human beings that ride with National Veterans Awareness Ride and the Wall Gang out of Michigan City,
Wow.
Indiana.
Nice.
And then so we stopped in Brookville for the night, Brookville, Ohio, and then the next day we made it to Morgantown, West Virginia, and the next day we rode into D.C.
Oh,
and got there just in time.
How many of you? How many guys were there? Roughly?
I think we had about 52 when we got to D.C. Every day we got a few more.
And would they
Just
keep
picking
still
them up?
joining you? Is that what it
Yeah,
was?
every stop that we made the next morning when we took off, there was more bikes.
Wow.
Wow.
So yeah, I think we had about 25 or 30 when we left Michigan City,
Okay.
and then I think we had about 52 when we rolled into DC.
Now, how did you promote this? That you were doing this? How did people know to
I
ride with you?
joined them for this. I joined the Wall Gang and
Okay.
So say they set up the
NVAR.
stops and stuff like that.
They
They
set all this stuff up, yeah,
Cool.
for this one, and then got to DC. We were in DC for about 20 minutes, and then the skies opened up, and
Oh.
the cold front came through, and we were about to get wet.
Yeah.
And then we did get wet.
Oh yeah.
wet
it was
and
a
cold.
rainy weekend. It really.
So Saturday morning we got to start out with a trip to. We went down to the Wall and saw the monuments at the National Mall.
Yep.
We left there and went to Arlington National Cemetery. One of the guys that rides with us his son is buried there.
Okay.
So we went to lay a wreath on his son's grave, and then the Wall Gang and National Veterans Awareness Ride were selected to present a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
Okay.
So that was done, and then we
That must
left.
have been really.
That's always an incredibly moving thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, anybody listening who has never seen what happens at the Tomb of the Unknown in Arlington,
Yeah.
stop everything and just
Yeah.
max out your credit cards and go do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even just
It'll
reading.
change
it.
your life.
Yeah, even just reading what they do,
Sure.
it'll stand the hair up on your arms. And when you actually see it,
Yeah.
and
Do
you,
you
understand what they go through.
Did you ever go?
Oh yeah, it is. It's crazy. And then what they do, I mean, they live, eat, breathe. I mean, those
Yeah.
guys are badass motherfuckers.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean,
And
there's no other way.
when I walked up to the tomb this time around, there was a woman pulling guard duty. I don't know when they started using females for the guard duty. But
Wow.
and I'm there for like 3 minutes, and the crowd's kind of milling about up in
Right.
the stands watching, and they're making some noise. And she takes a step off and turns around and says, "You will remain." Anyway, she just bitched at the crowd and then turned around, got back in her march. And it was.
Yeah, I did that one.
It's amazing.
I did that back in 2012, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
Were you in an unruly crowd too, so you got to see the guards step off? And
No, it was crowded, but
Yeah.
we were, I went with a couple of friends of mine, and we went, and it was something you have to see once in your life. It was incredible. I heard this year
yeah,
they had
so
the guy in the cage. This year they had a cage where a soldier, they reenacted where a soldier was in a wood
didn't see
crate.
any of that.
You didn't see that?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, there was somebody that was down there that.
Not surprised by it, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, they had a reenactment of somebody that was like a prisoner, and he was in the cage, and he stayed there from Friday to Sunday with no food or nothing. So that's something to see. I saw pictures of it over the weekend. Somebody showed me.
Yeah, it's been an interesting weekend in D.C. Apparently, the permits got yanked
Really?
for the vendors.
Really? Okay.
There were supposed to be like 20 food trucks
Right.
for the people that were staging and getting ready to go on the
Right.
on the ride, the Rolling to Remember ride on Sunday.
okay.
And all their permits got yanked. So all of there was an impromptu demonstration by the food trucks. They all just went and crashed in front of.
Yeah, I mean, why would they?
1,600
Why? Because of COVID?
I don't. I told them to call me and ask me, but they never do.
Right.
They never call me. I said I'm available, but no, they never call me.
No.
They never did.
Yeah, I don't think we
So
should
there
get
was a
into
lot of
why.
weird stuff that happened in D.C. over the weekend.
I'm sure.
But and then the ride itself was pretty fantastic. That was
But the weather didn't cooperate.
How many
at all.
miles is
how many miles is what?
that? Is that ride? To remember.
About 3.
Yeah, it's not a lot, right? It's
No, it's not a lot.
It's
Well,
the
this
whole
year-
idea of it and the
This year
organization.
was longer because staging was at RFK Stadium,
Okay,
which,
so you had
by
to
the
go
way,
over.
looks like hell.
Really?
I've seen the Coliseum in Rome.
Right.
It looked like it was in better shape than the RFK Stadium
Oh, really?
in DC. Yeah, I assume they're not using it anymore because all the paint has fallen off that place.
Really?
It looks like it's
That
ready
bad,
to
huh?
fall down. I was pretty surprised to see that. But anyway, because they moved the staging off the Pentagon parking lot.
Okay.
Our commander in chief said, "Sorry, you can't use the Pentagon this year. First time since 1987."
Really?
I'm so shocked.
Why did they do stuff like that for?
Again,
So now-
I gave him my number. I said, "You can call me, and I'll advise you on what to do here." But no, they didn't call me, so I got no idea.
Okay.
I got no idea about that.
So now you're here in New York, and yeah.
I'm here in New York. This is my. I got a layover tonight. I'm gonna go see tomorrow. I get to go see the Rhode Island 9.
Okay.
The Rhode Island 9 are 9 Gold Star families in Rhode Island that all got their designation in the same instant when the Marine barracks were blown up in Beirut, 1983.
Oh, really?
Wow.
And I actually, there was one survivor. There were 10 Rhode Islanders in the barracks.
Right.
One of them survived, and he was Michael, I think his name is. He was instrumental in making the Rhode Island 9 monument happen
Oh, nice.
along
So
the
he
river
had a
in
big part of
Providence.
that.
So I'm really looking forward to shaking hands with him.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah,
That'd be
I don't even know if he knows I'm coming, but I'm looking forward to meeting him.
Well, if he's watching the show, he will know.
Yep. Well,
And every person in the country is watching the show.
right now,
And,
yeah,
and
we
they're
see
calling him right now.
Millions of people.
No
Do you know
pressure.
this guy's coming tomorrow?
7 million people are watching right now.
Yeah, I've heard that's all that live in the United States.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but like a quarter of that vote.
So you ride everywhere. I mean,
I do.
Who does your bike repairs? Like,
Yeah, I mean-
that mechanic must be a millionaire.
I do most of them
I would-
myself.
Oh, okay.
you have
That
to.
reminds me. Can I borrow a screwdriver? I got,
Hold
I got
on.
a no. My right front blinker stopped working on the way here.
Oh,
shit.
really?
And as a matter of fact, another thing. As soon as I hit the Jersey state line, there's a big bump right there on I-95.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
You probably know it.
welcome to New York.
Welcome to New York, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, right at the Jersey state line, I hit this big bump and my radio went out. Just-
Oh, really?
Oh,
yep,
man.
popped a fuse.
Oh, man. That's got to suck, man.
Yeah.
Especially riding. You depend on the radio,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I don't depend on it. I just the
Well,
ride
you
is
like to
just
listen to it.
enhanced by it.
Yes.
But I do a lot of miles.
Yes, you
with
do.
with radio.
We've talked before, and I know you
We
did
have talked.
the iron butt that you do a lot.
We did an iron. We actually earned the patch last year.
Okay.
Last weekend in June. What year is this? 2020. Last weekend in June 2020. I actually earned an official iron butt patch.
Yep.
For a Saddle Sore 1000. We had 14 bikes, including 2 Gold Stars. One
Okay.
Gold Star Dad and a Gold Star Widow came along with us. So 14 of us all earned our Saddle Sore 1000 patch from the Iron Butt Association.
And where was those locations? What'd you do?
We left. We were in the northwest suburbs of Minneapolis, and Rogers is the name of the town. We went from Rogers, Minnesota, over to Wausau, Wisconsin, and then we went south to Peoria, Illinois, and we went west to Des Moines, Iowa, and then we went back north to Rogers, Minnesota.
How long does that take? Something like that?
We spent 21 hours doing it.
21 hours.
Yeah, we left at 5 in the morning and got back at midnight.
Wow.
So like a normal person would probably be like a week.
Yeah.
Well,
You know?
what's normal? I understand. Johnny's a fair weather rider, so it would take him about 10 days.
See, I could do it in less because I trail on my bike.
Don't say trail and Tony.
You don't get the patch.
What about my wife's driving my truck and I'm sitting on the bike?
Sorry, you got to send in a picture of your odometer on your bike.
Yeah.
At the beginning and the end.
Yep.
Those guys the Iron Butt Association, I believe their offices are in Florida, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
They do a lot of due diligence to make sure before they send out one of the
Oh,
patches
absolutely.
that
I'm sure.
everybody
Yeah.
Oh,
if you miss a receipt,
right.
because we had for 1,000 miles, I think we had 7 gas receipts.
Oh, yeah.
If you only sent in 6 and you needed to send in 7,
Yeah.
and every gas receipt has your mileage written on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
if you miss one, sorry, you don't get the patch.
Wow.
Nor do you get your $50 fee back.
Really?
I'm surprised they don't send like a tracker, like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
tracker or
right.
somple. Put this on your bike or like ingest it and
Or-
then you can't shit for like.
Or a car following you.
Well,
Or somebody following you in a car. or camper
there
or
are
something.
apps that you can put on your phone that do that kind of stuff.
So,
Yeah.
wow.
And the leader of the guy who organizes our rides when we do those, we call them laugh rides.
Okay.
LAF. Long ass fundraisers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So last year was the first one, and the second annual Gold Star Ride Foundation long ass fundraiser is again the last Saturday in June this year.
Right.
But we scaled it back a little bit. Riding 1,000 miles is kind of tough. Everybody's got the patch. Well, most of us got the patch ready anyway. So we're only going to do 533 miles.
Not you.
That's it.
But when we get to the end, we've got a pig roast and a live concert under the stars
Oh, nice.
for 5,000 of our closest and dearest friends.
That's awesome, though.
That'd be
That
nice.
is awesome.
Wow.
Yes.
Great.
Oh, and as long as I'm talking about that, you mind if I just...
Keep going.
Did you guys have anything you wanted to say in this show?
No, but you know what?
No.
Before you go, let me just say a quick hello to a few people that are watching the show out there. Rosita, Jane, Kit Kat, Bobby Soba, Geneva's watching. Hi, Geneva. And a bunch of other people out there want to say hello from us. And
Yes, Louis Frank.
I was a little worried you were going to say hi to all 7 million.
yeah, also, yeah, and Steve and Bob. And
So a year and a half ago, we had somebody donate a 1984 Corvette to us. And we've been wondering what to do with this thing. So now we have an idea what we're going to do with it.
Okay.
So everybody who signs up to do the ride, the 533-mile ride, get to go see some really wonderful, beautiful stuff. We're going to see like 7,000 of Minnesota's 13,000 lakes.
okay.
So we're going up along the river into Wisconsin. We got to see Gold Star Family over there. Then we're going up through the Iron Range, and we're going to see a shit ton.
Wow.
Wow.
Shit ton of lakes.
So instead of
before we
pool
head back.
hopping, you can do like
Yeah,
lake
hopping,
hopping.
yeah, right.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Anyway, everybody who registers for the ride online, we find out about it, and then we give them their own donate button on our website. So if you pulled up our website right now, you'd see faces of guys who've already signed up for it.
Okay.
And when you make your donation, you click on the rider you want to support.
Right.
Right? So anybody
Oh,
who's
okay.
not riding, click on the rider you want to support and make your donation. The rider who collects the most donations wins a 1984 Corvette.
Wow.
Holy
That's
crap.
awesome.
Cool.
That's awesome. Just awesome
Wow.
stuff.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Awesome stuff.
Well, how else am I going to get you New Yorkers to come out to the Midwest?
For an 84 vet, we're on our way.
Yeah.
But no, that's really great stuff that you do, man. And you know what? I think we're going to do a quick commercial. We're going to come back and talk about the Gold Star Family Ride Foundation. Say it
What
right.
we've been talking about so far.
I know. But we're talking about you riding.
I want to hear Adam talk.
We're gonna talk to Adam when we come back.
Talk to him, yeah.
This is great. We'll be back right after these messages. Don't go nowhere.
Shares.
I've been riding these Long Island roads for over 3 decades now. Had a lot of different bikes, met a lot of riders, managed to love every minute of it. That is, until I came across a driver who wasn't paying attention. Or even worse, driving like I didn't exist. Like you, I've seen my share of the tragic results of motorcycle accidents. I know what to do in the aftermath. I'm Mike Levine Esquire, and I'm one of you.
Get a lawyer who shares the road with you. Motorcycle Mike's your
This
man.
is D. Snyder. Yeah, you know me, and you're watching and listening to Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. It's a two-wheel thing.
I'm Lorenzo Lamas, reminding you to look for motorcyclists. Do you know somebody who rides motorcycles? You would look out for them. If you're making a left turn, look for motorcyclists. There's a human being on that machine.
Hi, my name is Mitch. I'm a trial lawyer.
And I ride a motorcycle.
Brought to you by Long Island Debate, American Bikers for Awareness, Training, and Education. Look twice, save a life. There's a human being on that machine.
Here we are at Dickie's Barbecue in Freeport, and these ribs are off the chain. You got, come here, look at this. Look at those beans are amazing. Cream of spinach, everything is made right here on property. Awesome stuff. Get down here to Dickie's Barbecue. I don't know the exact address, but we're on Sunrise Highway in Freeport, right next to First Leather, MFG. Get down here and check it out. Freeport, Long Island. Love it. Good shit.
So the address?
Hi, Mad Dog here, the big dog at Micro Helmet Company. Today we're going to talk to you about resizing your helmet. Resizing your helmet, what do you mean by that? Well, here's what I mean by that. You can actually make these helmets fit a little snugger. You buy the helmet, you want a snug fit, you don't want a tight fit. Tight makes your eyes pop out and give you a headache. But you do want a snug fit. The reason being is because they will take your head shape. The polystyrene liner will take your head shape. And also the foam lining in the helmet will actually compress over a period of time. So if you feel like your helmet has got a little big and just feels like it shouldn't give you any lift, because these helmets just don't have any lift. But if you feel like you get a lift, you can open up this liner and you can put in a thin piece of foam that you can get from a Michael or MJ Designs, and you can get at a craft shop. So you just take a thin piece of foam, slide right on in the inside of this liner here, and you can snug that liner up just perfect, just enough to make the helmet feel like it's snug again. Really easy. You got any questions, give us a call here at 817-478-0497, Micro Helmet Company. But that's how you make that work. Got any questions, call. God bless, ride safe, and we'll see you next time.
Check us out on the web. Hi, I'm Kenny Wilkerson from the band Novarex, and I'd like to show you this book that we did. It's called Rockin' Recipes for Autism. You can go to Rockin', without a G, rockinrecipesforautism.com. It benefits a South Florida organization called We Rock for Autism. It's a 501c. They do music therapy, so it's in our wheelhouse. I'd like to thank all the rockers that are in it. There's 57, 58 rockers in the book. It releases on March 23rd. And we got guys from Ozzy, Twisted Sister, Stone Sour, Billy Idol. We got Poison, Joey Allen from Warrant. We got Brian from Kix. We got Doug Aldrich from Whitesnake, Steve Lukather from Toto. Anyways, get a chance, get a book. It goes to a great cause. You can go to Rockin', without a G, rockinrecipesforautism.com and support autism. Thank you very much.
We all know that safety comes first, but you don't want to look like your parents are sending you on a bike ride. Here at Micro DOT Helmets, we're focused on lightweight DOT certified helmets that protect and still look great, so you don't have to look like that mushroom from Super Mario. If you do have an accident, we'll ship you a fresh new helmet. Real lifetime warranty, only at Micro DOT Helmets, a veteran-owned business.
Hey, I'm Dee Snyder from Twisted Sister reminding you to look for motorcyclists. Do you know someone who rides motorcycles? You would look out for them. If you're making a left turn, look for motorcyclists. There's a human being on that machine.
Hi, I'm Ron. I manage talent and I'm a producer. And I ride a motorcycle.
Brought to you by Long Island Debate, American Bikers for Awareness, Training, and Education. Look twice, save a life. There's a human being on that machine.
Hey everybody, what's happening? This is Snake from Skid Row, and you're watching Motorcycle Mayhem Radio.
And we're back live from our studio.
Michael, that is such perfect timing, the way you count that down.
Yeah.
it's like perfct.
I try. I try my hardest.
Beautiful,
you know?
right? Beautiful.
It's almost like he didn't go to public school.
We're here. We're live with Tony Price. Tony, I love your shirt. Yeah, I love it.
Awesome.
The Gold Star Ride Foundation. Awesome stuff. And we have Adam.
Great to be here.
Forget it.
Adam C.
That's it. We'll go
Adam
with that.
C.
Adam C.
Adam, what was that? Adam
Constantino.
Constantino.
That's like a gun movie, like a gangster.
Yeah, right.
Like
Constantino.
Yeah, right.
I hear violins in the background.
Hey, hello, Mr. Constantino.
It's Greek. Good catch.
It was very, very nice to meet you, Mr. Constantino. I will name my firstborn after you, Mr. Constantino.
You know, I gotta say, I don't remember a whole lot of Greek mafia.
No, they really kind of didn't
Hey,
take off.
in this studio, whatever we want is ours.
Behind
Greek
his
Mafia,
door.
you got Greek Mafia. So, all right. So,
Everybody listening right now is going, what are they drinking?
yes, water. Actually, it's a non-alcoholic vodka.
Yeah,
Is what it is.
exactly.
All right. So, continue your stories. You have amazing stories about what you do. I mean, you're everywhere. You've done the Iron Butt. You've done all these rides. Give me a ride.
We did an Iron Butt. We're giving away a Corvette. Did I mention?
How about you? How about you tell us? How did you get started with this?
How did I get started?
How did you get started? You know, with the Gold Star Ride Foundation, and
You didn't read the book, did you?
well, I might have, and I did.
I didn't.
You know, I gotta call you to the carpet.
Just like that one in high school, you read the book, right?
Yeah,
I looked at the pictures. I tell you.
Did you look at the pictures?
You know what we gotta do? Let's call his mom, and she'll probably tell you exactly where it started.
She might be watching. Grandma, if you're watching, call.
I read the book. Just don't question me on it. All right. Oh.
There's no cliff notes in there. Let me guess.
Yeah. No.
All right. Well, here's the thing. I was just out hanging out one day, and a bunch of guys pulled up on motorcycles, and they said, "Hey, why don't you ride with us tomorrow?" I said, "Oh, okay."
And how old were you then?
I was like 9.
Okay.
That's not true. This was about, I want to say it was 2013.
Really?
Yeah, about 8 years ago.
Okay.
And I said, sure, I got nothing going on tomorrow. So I got on the motorcycle the next day, and we went for a ride. And they had organized the ride to go visit some Gold Star families
Okay.
in and around the Twin Cities area. And just to play catch up here, Gold Star family is immediate family members, any immediate family member of somebody who died after serving our country or
Okay.
while serving our country. Our organization, the Gold Star Ride Foundation, plays a little fast and loose with the definition.
Okay.
So we have 2 criteria for you to be a Gold Star in our book. And
Right.
we don't have anything to do with the federal government, except when we break federal laws, we get arrested.
Okay.
So we
just
play
don't tell
fast
'em.
and- yeah, we play fast and loose with the rules with the term Gold Star
Right.
family. So in 2 criteria was, did they wear a uniform? Was there a funeral?
Right.
If those 2 criteria are met, then they're in our book. And if they call us and ask us to come and visit, that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So I started doing that. Well, I got the idea to do it back in 2013, and I rode with those guys, that group that did that. They did it just in Minnesota, and they still do it just in Minnesota. But I rode with them for like 2 years, and then I said, this is cool, but it's not enough. Going to see 3 families 1 weekend a year
Right.
is not enough. There's way too many Gold Star families in the country. So I went to them first. I went to and they had a board of directors, and I went to them first, and they said, okay, this is cool. Let's go national. And they looked at me, and their eyes glazed over.
Right.
And they said, what do you mean by that? And I said, we ride the motorcycles to all the states.
Mhm.
We go everywhere. And then they burst into laughter. And they said, yeah, good luck with that. That'll
Yeah.
never happen. And, you know, I'm one of them guys that, and you're probably one of them too, aren't you, Adam? I could just tell from the look in your eyes.
It
If
depends on what you're going to say.
Somebody tells you can't do something, that's pretty much the motivator you need to get it
Yeah,
done.
I don't like can't.
Right.
Yeah. So, and that's kind of what it was for me too. So I spent a couple years organizing, putting it together, trying to line up corporate sponsors, planning a route.
Nice.
Looking up getting the 501c3.
Right.
That was kind of a big deal. So in 2016, we got our 501c3 issued to us. In 2017, then I went on my first ride. I went to 7 states and saw about 12 families. And then everything was geared toward the 2018 ride. And in 2018, I left Minneapolis on July 2nd. I returned to Minneapolis about August 26th.
Wow.
More or
That's
less.
right, yep.
And that was just shy of 18,000 miles.
Wow.
And I know you guys are going, wow. I got a follow-up to that. You guys didn't say wow. I made it to 44 states on that ride, 64 Gold Star families around the country that I
Wow,
got to stop
holy
and visit.
crap.
That's awesome.
And then when I got home, it took me a month to talk my wife into letting me back in the house. But she did let me back in the house.
Right.
And we're still together. In fact, she was riding on the back of the motorcycle when I did the Roland to Remember in Washington, D.C. yesterday.
Okay.
But she did let me back in the house. And when she let me back in the house, that's when I wrote that book.
Oh.
So the book is all about the work that we did to why I do it and how it went and some pretty crazy things that happened along the way.
Right, you must have seen some amazing things. You must have seen some good
Saw
things
a
and
lot of
bad
amazing
things. You know?
Yeah, not to tell you everything that's in the book, but I think it was a Tuesday when I passed out 3 times from heat exhaustion in Arizona. And I think it was Saturday when I was riding in snow and suffering from elevation sickness in Colorado.
Oh, my God.
So,
No, a
little bit of everything. But let me follow up with that.
Go ahead.
18,000 miles is a wow.
Yeah.
Okay, in my travels, I have now met a couple guys that ride for, I hope I get this right. I want to say it's Flags of the Fallen. And there's 2 guys, and their road names are Go-Go and Stupid.
Really?
Go-Go's from New Mexico. Stupid's from Louisiana. Go-Go showed me a picture, and you can find him on Facebook. He's all over the place on Facebook.
Okay.
To give you a little bit of an idea, I was riding with a group of 75 motorcycles, and Go-Go set his cruise control 5 miles an hour faster than all these motorcycles. Got in the passing lane, stood up on his platforms, and turned around backwards to film it.
Right.
And slowly passed the whole ride, standing up, going backwards at 80 miles an hour.
Wow.
That's an idea of the craziness that this guy has. Wow. I saw a picture of his odometer. He's got a 2016 motorcycle.
Right.
His odometer on December 31st, 2020 said 171,000 miles.
Holy shit.
Crap.
So you guys, I'm doing nothing. I got to see both of those guys back in D.C. again. We got reunited. And I spent a little time with them and thanked them again for what they're doing. What those guys do. What they do is escort flags.
Okay.
Wherever they need to go. I got a text from Go-Go last night who said, I'll see you at the wall at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I won't be there. I said, I was there today. I won't be there tomorrow.
Right.
And then I said, where are you going tomorrow night? He said, I will be in Illinois by sundown.
Wow.
There's an all veterans wall and I'm screwing up the name of this. I know I am. But it's filled with names of the fallen heroes from all conflicts, and it's in someplace in Illinois.
Wow.
And he had to take the flag from the
DC
Vietnam
to the-
Wall in D.C. to central Illinois, where it is. And he said he'll be there by sundown. So he's there any second.
Wow.
Wow.
And
that's Illinois. That's not,
rain don't stop you guys. Nothing stops you guys. You just go no matter what.
No, just go no matter what. Yeah. We did 150 miles on Saturday around D.C. and Maryland.
It was nasty.
In the rain. 55, 52 degrees. And we had some snow in D.C. too.
Really?
Just a few flakes falling down.
Yeah, it got cold. It got different.
It was chilly.
Yeah, no
it was
doubt.
chilly, yeah.
But it's fantastic what you guys do. That's amazing. I mean, yeah, we ride. I'm not riding like that.
Yeah.
What you do is truly amazing stuff. I always say my big ride is I rode to Myrtle Beach. That's my big ride. Yay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah, didn't you go to Daytona this year?
Yeah.
Didn't you ride down there for that?
We couldn't because we brought the show with us. That's the thing. Whenever we go someplace, we've been...
That's what his job is, right?
Yeah, right.
Me?
So Mike's, you're supposed to take the show with you.
I mean, listen. Even if I did, even if I did, I think he would be in the passenger seat. He wouldn't want to ride all that.
No, I know. You know what? I've done a couple of rides. Nothing crazy. Like we rode from Indiana to Kentucky. We rode down from Key Largo to Key West. Nothing big. I rode to Virginia. I rode to Washington D.C. from here. Went to Atlantic City. Went to Lake George. We did.
I mean, we could do those rides.
Right.
But we're not doing the amount of
course.
Right.
mileage.
Not at
There's
one-
There's no way.
I just kind of hold on to the belief that anything that you believe in,
Mhm.
You can
and
do.
you're doing it
Yeah.
because you really truly believe in it.
Right.
It takes the crazy out of it.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah,
See,
absolutely.
you were talking about this truck that you're donating on the 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of people would say, "Well, what a crazy idea!"
I even
Who
sometimes
would
wake
pony
up.
that.
Yeah. I mean, when I pull in my driveway, I'm like, you really are an idiot.
Oh,
We
well.
got a call?
Yeah, we got a phone.
Okay.
So, yeah, I
Is that
I
my
get
mother?
Hello.
Let's see.
You're on the air.
He'll be home for dinner.
Hello.
You got to lower what you're listening to.
What's going on down here, Mike?
This is us.
Oh, it might be me. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, it's Geneva.
Hello,
Hey.
Geneva. How are you?
I'm wonderful. It's been a beautiful day, man, to celebrate this Memorial Day weekend.
Awesome. Geneva is
About,
Geneva's from the Geneva Keen Band. Our opening song is Geneva. That Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. That's her.
Very cool.
Awesome girl. Awesome band. We love them.
I'm starstruck. I love talking to you.
I have
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
my favorite veterans here that wanted to call in and say hey to you guys.
Hey,
This is
all right.
Delbert Flood. Y'all say hey to Delbert.
Okay. Hello, Deborah.
Hello.
How are you?
How you doing? I'm great.
Thank you for your services.
Oh, you're so very welcome.
So,
Came to hang out with Geneva and Dwayne for a minute on the back of their boat.
oh, nice. Yeah,
It's all about who you know.
that's right.
And then all of a sudden, I'm talking on the radio.
Excellent. Excellent, man. So,
There's my Johnny Rizzo.
That would be drunk Dwayne.
Oh, drunk Dwayne. What's up, Dwayne? Well, you know what? I want to say Happy Memorial Day to you guys, and thank you for your services there. And Geneva, keep rocking.
Let us know who wins the Cannonball contest.
Yes.
I will. Hey, buddy, tell them where you fought.
Yeah. Well, I was in the I-Corps and the Americal division.
Okay.
At the time, the largest division in the Army in the world. There were 25,000 people
Really?
assigned to the Americal division.
Oh, wow.
And if you Vietnam, right? In Vietnam, it was I-Corps.
Wow.
You all know MASH on MASH, the radar?
Yes.
Who ran the MASH?
Yes, yes.
I'm that guy for 25,000 people.
Oh, okay. Well, that's awesome.
So I slept on perfect sleeper mattresses from the hospital. I ate steaks from the officers club. I sent people home at random, at will. I had 3 R&Rs.
Wow.
But I got a lot of buddies that didn't come back and that are back that call me.
Okay.
Middle of the night.
Oh,
sure. It's just, it's not all fun and games over there. That's for damn sure.
Oh, absolutely,
Of course.
And we thank you for your services, and we're glad that you're actually here talking to us today.
Well, you're so very welcome. I am too. I'm just glad to be here.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
Glad to be anywhere.
And
You
Delbert,
guys have a good one.
Hey, Delbert.
I appreciate
Wait,
it.
hold on a second.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
Tony Price wants to ask you something.
Yes, sir.
just in case nobody said it to you yet today, welcome home.
Yes.
Oh, one of my buddies called the other night, and he had, for the first time in West Virginia, an older lady
Right.
didn't just thank him for his service. She welcomed him home.
Wow.
And I've had that happen once, now twice.
Well, hey, welcome home.
Yeah,
Now it's
welcome
3
home.
done.
If
4.
you were sitting next to me, I'd buy you a beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
From
man.
where?
If I was there, I'd let you.
The $8
Listen,
each from
if he
our
was
video.
here, he and I would leave. You'd
Yeah.
leave you hanging. Do the show on your own.
Yeah, we would.
Awesome.
Oh, now thank you so much for calling in, Geneva. If you hear me, we love you, Dwayne.
Take care, everybody.
Guys, thanks for doing the show.
All right, thank you for watching. See you soon.
You guys are
Hey.
rocking it, man.
To all our veterans on Memorial Day, thank you guys so much. And like you said, welcome home.
Absolutely,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Hey, Dilbert, are you watching?
Yes,
Can you
sir.
see this?
What, Mike?
You got to watch the video when you
she
watch the
turned it off
replay.
because we thought it would be feedback or something.
Oh,
well-
watch the replay, and I'm showing my shirt right now.
Yeah.
Send me an email. I'll get one made for you.
There you go.
Sounds
Hey.
good.
All right,
Wait a
guys.
minute, let me see if I can pull you up real quick.
I could just
on the
read it
phone
to you
while I'm talking.
to save you that.
You could do that.
Yeah,
Actually, let's ask. Johnny's the host. He should read it.
You read it. You say it better. I can't. The microphone's blocking me.
Oh. It says my DD 214 can kick your MBA's ass.
I got me a DD 214 alumni shirt the other day.
Well, go enjoy the boat, guys, and enjoy the beautiful day you guys are having out there. And we'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right, thank you.
Take care now, guys.
care.
Bye,
God
Janine. Bye,
bless.
Dwayne. Love you guys.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I got somebody calling again.
All right, who do you got?
I keep telling you shouldn't have published the number.
Hello.
I know. You're on the air. Hello?
You.
Yo, who we got?
Adam's president from the Sworn Gum.
Oh,
Hey,
boy.
Jimmy, what's up, my man?
Are you checking up on him? Making sure he's going to...
He's been good.
One thing. What's that?
He's been real good. He's been good.
Yeah. Well, I'm really concerned with one thing. I'm watching the show, and the only time I've heard alcohol brought up is the beer for the last second. I want to know, A, why I'm not there, and B, why we're not drinking.
You were on the B list. That was all. That was all Adam. I'm only kidding.
Adam said he was the important one.
Adam's like, let me call my president. No, he didn't answer. I'm like, you didn't even call him. Like, no, I did, I swear. Well, we're looking forward to meeting you Saturday.
Yes.
And we can really tell you about Adam then.
It'll be a good time.
Absolutely.
I'll really tell you about Adam then.
Uh-oh.
All right, maybe you guys just got uninvited.
He just changed the address.
What do you mean they ain't waiting that day?
Well, as long as you know that I will have alcohol for you guys.
Okay, that's perfect. Then.
Excellent. I drink the non-alcohol vodka. That's what I drink.
Yeah.
Water. Yeah.
Non-alcoholic vodka, huh? Wow, that's an interesting one.
When you meet Johnny, you'll understand the interesting
Yes,
part.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess that does.
As long as you have hot dogs there, we're good.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of stuff. A lot of different things. It'll be a good time.
Excellent. Awesome stuff.
All right, boys, I'll let you go.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks for calling in.
Thanks
All
for
right.
calling in, Jim.
Thanks.
Have a great day.
I'll talk to you.
Bye.
Take care.
Take care.
All right.
See, it shows there's always someone watching.
Yeah,
That's right.
Sure.
Right? Just when you think, right? Yeah. I'm in the corner over here. Nobody can see me. Yeah. We got you.
There's always someone watching.
We got you. So.
Oh, we got another phone call.
Oh,
Look at
wow.
You guys really.
You guys are popular.
Hello.
We might have to pay
Is the president's president now?
I believe they're calling you.
Yeah. Listen.
Hot dogs, and vodka.
Well, I know this voice. I know the voice. I'm right off the
You
bell.
can't pinpoint
This is Gary Michaels. He's the only biker hypnotist that's out there. He does a great job.
You know, let me explain something to you. Okay, first of all, let me just say this: America without her soldiers is like God without his angels.
Exactly.
Okay? So God bless all the veterans.
Yeah,
Awesome.
absolutely.
Military, the first
Excellent.
responders.
Yes.
Yes, man. And you know the funny thing, Johnny, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this to you before, but April's daughter is a virus nurse.
Okay.
She's one of the ones that took care of the coronavirus when everything kicked in. And I'm kind of glad that she's a virus nurse because her daughter can take care of any virus that I ever give April.
Right.
So,
right.
There's a lot of hidden humor in
I
this.
didn't mean to call in, but your buddy just said that he didn't hear about any alcohol.
Yes.
And I've had just enough to drink tonight that you caught me on when I'm buzzed, and we got a new puppy.
Ah.
Okay.
And yeah, the puppy. I got a puppy, and I went back to the bedroom to get my earpiece so I could call you guys and be on the radio. Hey, Mom, I'm on the radio. The freaking dog comes running through the hallway with my shoe.
Oh. Now, let me ask you a question. Is it really a dog, or is it somebody hypnotized to be a dog?
No, it pretty much looks like a dog. I mean, I'll send you pictures of it, Johnny. You know.
What kind of dog is it?
It looks like a dog. Yeah. What kind of dog is it? It's
Whatever you want it to be.
It's a gray dog. It's gray
It's a
and
gray
white. That's all I can
Great dog,
say.
4 legs. All right, it's a dog.
There you go.
She's got some pit in her. She's got some hound dog in her. She's
Oh,
probably
you're
got
gonna have fun with her.
She's probably got some kind of hedgehog in her too. I don't know.
Awesome stuff.
Can you hypnotize dogs?
Yeah, right?
No, you cannot hypnotize dogs.
So that means you've tried.
Well,
that's
depends-
weird,
Depends
actually.
on how ugly. Depends on how ugly she is.
Yeah. Very true. Very true there.
And you know what's funny is women always say that men are like dogs.
Yeah?
But dogs are the most loyal animal in the world.
There you go.
Unconditional love.
Sure.
I'll never forget it. I'll tell you a quick story. Coach Calipari, who's the basketball coach for the Kentucky Wildcats.
Okay.
And Johnny, the reason I called you, I'm going to get to that in just a second. I'm going to get to that in just a second. The reason I wanted to call and talk to you about this. Okay. Well, the first time I ever met Coach Cal was at a place in Lexington, Kentucky. It was a place called Thursday Night Live. There was a band playing. That day, I had lunch with Coach Cal. Okay. The first thing I ever said to Coach Calipari, I said, "Hey, Coach, who loves you more, your wife or your dog?"
Oh boy.
He looks at me with this befuddled face, you know, and he's like, "Well, Gary, I don't know." I said, "Well, I'll tell you what. I want you to put your wife and your dog in the trunk of the car, leave them there for 15 minutes, go back and open it up and see which one's happy to see you."
Oh my God.
And I would recommend watchers don't do this at home. Don't try this.
No, don't try it. Do not try it.
Yeah,
No.
please don't try that. Don't try this.
Exactly.
The reason I called, and thank you for taking my call, by the way, man.
Okay.
My banners are in, Johnny.
Okay.
I've got them changed. I got the whole Facebook thing changed.
Excellent.
Your logo is right there at the bottom. You're going to be a part of whatever I do anywhere in the world.
That's awesome.
And I appreciate what you do, and this is my way of showing the appreciation.
Thank you.
But I also heard you say that you rode from somewhere to Kentucky.
Yes.
Okay. June the 11th and 12th.
Right.
The Bikes, Bourbon, and Bluegrass Hog Rally.
Oh, okay.
In Lexington, Kentucky, at the Man of War Harley Davidson.
That sounds awesome.
I'm going to be doing a show. I'm going to be doing a show there.
Okay.
And then on Saturday, I'm doing a couple of different demonstrations at a place called the Break Room.
Okay.
Which is in Lexington, Kentucky, and then in July we're going to be at Sturgis, Kentucky for Little Sturgis.
Oh, very nice.
Little Sturgis.
Little Sturgis, yes.
Yeah, Little Sturgis, man. It's from what Ron Galletti of Born to Ride, what he told me, it's one of the best.
I had a lot of great things about Little Sturgis. You ever been there?
I haven't been there, but I've heard.
No,
It sounds cute.
It sounds But awesome, man.
Cute is our middle name.
I'm glad you're out there, and you.
I didn't mean to throw all that out there on you, Johnny.
Okay.
First, but I got a little
We
bit
know-
of a buzz going.
It's okay.
That's when you happen to when you
We
drink,
actually
right?
didn't have a show scheduled for tonight, but Mr. Tony Price and I'm coming in. We're like, we're having a show.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like, oh, yeah.
So-
Scramble, quick,
Listen,
scramble.
Just what is today? Monday. Saturday. I saw a woman, a man and a woman, married couple, and she had Laconia. How do you pronounce it?
Laconia.
Yeah.
Laconia Bike Week,
Okay.
2016 shirt on, and we started talking about Laconia, and I wanted to come up there and do a show, and I told her that I'd sent Laconia Harley Davidson a couple of emails,
Right.
And to see if we can get a show booked. And when I mentioned Motorcycle Mayhem Radio, she knew exactly who I was talking about.
Excellent.
Wait, you were surprised?
Yeah. I am.
Aren't you a listener?
No.
I am.
Motorcycle Mayhem Radio and Howie Mandel. Yeah.
There you go.
It happens everywhere. I was just in Wichita, and I wore a Motorcycle Mayhem sweatshirt, and I was just joking, but I actually texted John. I go, I was just in a freaking bar, and somebody came up to me, and they were like, "You all Wayne from the..." And I had you, didn't I?
Yeah, for about a minute.
I'm only kidding.
Yeah.
A minute's good. I thought
And then
it
he
was
ended up
10
buying a whole
seconds.
bar of beers.
Yeah. Did that go
Listen,
through the
guys,
credit
I'm
card
going to
yet?
let y'all get back. I'm going to let y'all get back to the program.
Well, thank you.
For me on again. Listen to me, Johnny.
Yes, sir.
All of you. You and your family, everybody involved. I appreciate what you do. I love what you do.
Thank you.
Keep it up.
Thank you.
Keep rocking, man. You're going to knock it out of the park.
We are trying.
Anything
Good luck
I
with
can
that
do
puppy.
helps- Yes, I wish I could show y'all a picture right now.
Okay,
Puppy, here's one thing about the puppy that I've learned tonight. We just got the puppy yesterday.
Right.
So there's one thing that I have learned about the puppy tonight. She loves Fireball.
Oh.
no!
I have a funny feeling he's not talking about a dog now.
Yeah,
No.
I really don't think.
Now you call a puppy. Hey, puppy, come here, puppy.
The dog's drinking. No, here's the funny part. The dog's drinking Fireball and Mama's rolling the joint. Life is good here. On the
Oh man.
I'm just saying.
Okay, we do not back what he's doing right now.
Yeah. I
We
would
are
be
not responsible.
concerned if he said the dog likes peanut butter, because I've heard stories.
Yes, the dog does like peanut butter.
Oh. And on that note,
we're getting there.
Woo! Panama City is a party tonight.
You guys rock on. Johnny, thank you.
Love you, brother.
All of you, your whole crew, your whole family. I love you too. I will support you as long as I can, as far as I can.
You got it.
Part
You
of
got still,
what
man.
we do, and I appreciate what you do too.
And we appreciate you.
Your
So
whole listen, your whole production, the whole video live thing,
Right.
the whole radio thing is on target, man.
We're trying.
However, I don't know how come my logo is not in your billboard thing. That's what I don't know.
You know what?
Because Michael's not up there.
because you know what? It will be there next week. I promise you that.
Because I don't pay you enough money.
Yeah, well, you know,
We'll talk.
Hey, listen.
We'll talk. All right, we'll talk.
I'm gonna
Calls
say
in the
this,
morning.
and you've heard me say this before, and I'm going to say this with the utmost earnest certainty of my heart. You smell the flowers now because you're only here for a short visit.
That's
God
right.
Bless you, each and every one of you.
You do the
And
same,
I mean
brother.
that, and I love you guys. Rock on.
All right.
Take
See you
care.
later, brother. Gary Michael, he's awesome. He lives in Panama City. He's got what a great life, man. Right on the beach.
Yeah.
Well, he seems to be very optimistic.
Yes.
When he
I mean,
called
after
in-
all, he said, "Get back to the show."
Yeah.
Like this is a show.
Yeah. You know, he likes
called
peanut
in.
butter.
Remember when he called in?
Yeah.
And he did a whole he was
He
like
hypnotized
closing
me.
up. I was like, this is freaking me out a little bit here. I'm like, it was-
No, he's good at what he
Yeah,
does.
he's
He
good.
really is. He got that voice, man.
Yeah, he definitely
That
has.
voice will definitely, you know.
Yeah.
You know?
Like a fucking
So, and
sloth.
I have a funny feeling about the dog, though. A little hesitant
Yeah,
about
I
the
don't
dog.
know.
And the peanut butter.
Yeah, he
and
got
the
a little
fireball.
excited with that. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I was a little worried when he started by saying, "I'm feeling pretty hot," or a
Right,
little loose right now, and we got a puppy, a drunk man and a puppy. Just, I'm thinking,
You know what? I
How
say
do
that to
you-
my wife sometimes. I miss those puppies. You know what I mean? I mean, we can be going somewhere with this. I don't know.
I
But you know what?
I hope he didn't get that puppy from the white van that drives around the neighborhood. Oh, yeah.
I do apologize to him because his logo should be in there, and I will have it
Yeah.
in there next week. You know, again, that's my ADD. So, all right. So listen, guys, we're gonna run the commercial real quick, and we'll be right back. See how the show, man. Facebook has been keeping us down. We're trying to break out. That's why we want you to go on YouTube and watch the show. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're live on Bikers Info USA. Download the app, okay? And when you download the app, scroll down. You can see Motorcycle Mayhem. Click on it. It's our website. Scroll down, and you'll see the show from our YouTube channel there too. So check out the app.
Sounds
and
simple.
definitely
Yeah, hello, YouTube viewers, by the way. We got 9.
we got 9. Hey, well, that's not bad for YouTube.
That's not bad.
We're killing it.
You're killing it, YouTube. But I want to have 900. So
Hell yeah.
we'll be right back after this message, guys. Don't go nowhere.
Hey, I'm Dee Snyder from Twisted Sister reminding you to look for motorcyclists. Do you know someone who rides motorcycles? You would look out for them. If you're making a left turn, look for motorcyclists. There's a human being on that machine.
Hi, I'm Ron. I manage talent and I'm a producer. And I ride a motorcycle.
Brought to you by Long Island Debate, American Bikers for Awareness, Training, and Education. Look twice, save a life. There's a human being on that machine.
This is Lisa from Mushwear Custom Embroidery. You're watching Motorcycle Mayhem Radio.
Hi everyone, this is Motorcycle Mike, the personal injury attorney. I want to tell you a personal story. August 2018, I was in my car, stopped at a red light when I was hit from behind by a car going 60 miles an hour. A few days later, I woke in a hospital to find out I had 12 broken bones, a bleed on my brain, and an organ that had to be surgically removed. If you've been injured in a car crash, on a motorcycle, at a construction site, or anywhere else, call me, and an attorney that understands what you're going through. This is Motorcycle Mike, always on your side, always there for you.
Finally, Bowling Green is getting its very own app. It's about everything Bowling Green. No more endless searches for stuff on your phone, desktop, or tablet. If it's in Bowling Green, then it's on 270BG. This baby has it all, including all the restaurants and bars, all the happening events, all the places to shop, all the places to get your car fixed or even buy one, all the movies in town, all the music happening in town and where, and a lot more. It's available April 25th on the Apple Store and Google Play. It's the Everything BG app, and best of all, it's free. Get the app, 270BG.
270BG is brought to you by
the Bowling Green Daily News, WDNS D93, 93 WKCT and Talk 104, WDNZ TV 11, The Country Peddler, and the Bowling Green Area Chamber of Commerce.
We are Women of Worth Moto Group, and you're watching Motorcycle Mayhem Radio.
We are back. I should put my headphones
made
on.
We're out in the parking lot. We just ran in real quick.
Yeah. I was trying to get the puppy out there with the peanut butter. You know?
Come here.
All right, so we're going to switch gears for a second here. We're going to go to Adam.
Well, we're going to downshift too.
I don't want to make it a phone
know,
call.
I'm not as excited.
Oh, wait, we're having a phone call. Hold on a second. Michael's making a phone call.
Sorry,
Adam's not coming back with this shit.
Called. Got to call him back.
It sounds like a phone call.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. He's not going to answer.
John Frew.
John Frew, the Frew Master.
You know, as soon as you hang up, he's going to call.
Yeah, you're on the air.
There he
Motorcycle
is.
Mayhem Radio.
Hey.
What's up, John?
Happy Memorial Day.
Yeah,
Same to you, my friend.
You enjoying yourself?
No.
No.
So what's going on?
I'm doing the shit.
Okay.
I'll tell you what happened, and I told you about it the other day, Johnny.
Okay.
And I'm probably getting thrown in Facebook jail after a comment I just made to somebody's post.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
I really don't care because it's like irrelevant. But what I'm getting back to is like how the country's going to shit is I go to my local donut shop and there's a sign on the window. I sent you the picture, right?
Yes.
Yes. There's a sign on the window. Thanks to DEP, which is the Department of Environmental Resources,
Mm-hmm.
or protection, we cannot serve you coffee.
Oh, my God.
So I'm like, I walk in. Yeah, they can't serve us coffee, right? So I walk in the donut shop and I said, why can't I get a coffee with my donuts? And they're like,
I sent you the picture, Mike.
Because we have a well.
Okay.
I said, okay. So what's the big deal with your well? Is it bad? No, it's not bad. We get it tested 4 times a year and it comes out great. The whole town, because you got to remember, I live back in Amish country. You know, there's no city water.
Okay.
And the whole country, or the whole town is all well systems. No one's has a problem. I mean, there's no kids running around with like an extra leg or anything like that.
That you know of.
Get a fucking coffee, right? Yeah, none of my kids, anyways. But I don't have any. But anyway, you can't. Yeah, and no Amish kids are riding around with like leather jackets or anything. So, anyways, back to the donut thing. So I said to the girl, I said, well, what's the scoop? She goes, oh, well, this inspector just comes in, and he's just an asshole and told us we can't sell coffee. I said, well, can you get bottled water? And she says, nope, they won't let us even use bottled water.
Oh, my God.
I said, well, that's un-American. So I go down to the deli, and I go in there, and the guy that owns it, he's all pissed off. He can't serve nothing. I go to the beer distributor, and they serve them frosty drinks there, you know, them frozen drinks.
Yeah.
He can't
he can't do anything, and he's all pissed. And that guy also owns the convenience store in town.
Right.
I'm like, because he can't even use, like, you know, you go in, you get a fountain drink. You can't even buy a fountain drink at the damn place. I was like, who is this fucking guy, right? So tomorrow, my mission, because I got a customer's trailer here I got to work on at the shop, but tomorrow, my mission is to call the state representative and the news media and just say, hey, we can't have coffee in our town. You know, why? It's the stupidest thing I ever heard.
Oh, my God. Well, that is crazy.
The restaurant, the one restaurant, that guy didn't show up there yet. So I could just imagine that restaurant not being allowed to, I guess they wouldn't be allowed to serve coffee, or they wouldn't be allowed to serve your fountain drinks or anything else.
I guess not. No, that's great. Well, that's...
other than that, this weekend sucked, except for yesterday. It was real cold. I was out riding around, and it was cold. It was damp.
Yeah, cold and damp. I mean, you really would have been nice to get a cup of coffee.
That's messed up.
Well, John, you know, I'm going to let you go because I got a cup of coffee brewing right now for myself.
Yeah, no, let me guess. The T-shirt guy's calling in or something. You know, but
A coffee vendor.
Sucks.
That does suck.
Coffee vendor.
Well, good luck with that. I hope you track down that
well guy.
I'm going to get a hold of the state. Yeah, that guy got to be a dick. I think we should.
Why don't you take him out to dinner and just show him what really should be done?
Oh, my God.
Well, you know, I don't understand. Like, it's just a small coffee or it's just a small donuts and candy shop. You know, I mean, it's not like, you know, like in town where you got a million people coming in. If they serve, she even said to me, she goes, if we serve a pot of coffee a day, I mean, but it's not the point. It's the point. You know?
Right. Exactly. There you go. So
there's a motorcycle club that just built a clubhouse literally a block behind the place, and I can just imagine whenever the guy goes in there and tells them they can't do anything.
oh, my God. So, all right, Mr. Frew.
Keep us posted on how that goes.
Yes. You have yourself a great night.
Well, you know what? We're starting. I got hooked up with a couple other YouTubers,
right?
And we're just gonna like blow this out of proportion. You know? I mean, it just get a hold of the state representative tomorrow, and I'm gonna say, hey, man, you know, what's the gig? The water's good. It's tested. People have been drinking it for thousands of years. Now all of a sudden, you got this fucking guy with the chip on his shoulder saying, well, you can't serve coffee here because you got a well.
Oh, my God.
The damn water police will get you every time.
We're sorry to hear that about your coffee problem. We do not have a coffee problem. And like I said, right after you get off the phone, we'll go to 7-Eleven across the street and get some coffee.
Maybe go to tea.
Yeah, go to...
Just watch the tea bag.
I'll be over. It's only, 300 miles from my house to your house. I could do that.
There you go.
7 hours.
Hey,
you know?
hey, not for nothing, John.
Iron butt pin.
You've been
like
saying...
everybody else gets.
You've been saying you've been coming to the studio for 4 years now. Okay.
Is it saying or is it threatening? I'm thinking it's more of a threat, actually.
Yeah.
Well, you've been coming to Pittsburgh, eat a Primanti Brothers sandwich.
Bring me some. We got Tony Price sitting here who wrote in from Minnesota. And he's sitting in the studio right
We're
now.
talking about
Just for us.
And we're talking about no
Just for
coffee.
us.
And we're talking about no coffee.
Right. So,
I'm sure he probably drank like I did one time. I raced a bunch of guys a couple of guys from Cycle Source, actually, from Daytona back to Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And
Cannonball Run.
Yeah, actually it was. We just had a bet.
There's actually somebody on the feed right now that does the Cannonball Run motorcycles. You hear that?
I've heard of it.
But that Cannonball Run over there, they only do 250 miles a day, and it's on like a 1927 and under or something like that. I mean, that's not my type of racing.
Yeah. No.
You know.
All right.
But anyways, we rode back from Daytona, and I was drinking Monster Energies, right?
All right.
So every time I did gas, drink a Monster. When I got back
Thanks
to
for the plug.
I did it in 15 hours.
It's right next to you, too, Dad.
Yeah, I drank an energy drink. But anyways, when I got back to Pittsburgh, I did it in 15 hours.
Okay.
And, I mean, I cranked it on the whole way back from Daytona to my house. And in my truck, I do it in 14, so I guess that wasn't bad. But, man, I was flying after that. For a day afterwards, I was like, no, never again. I won't drink that stuff. So.
Yeah, you went from that, and you can't even get coffee today. See that? No.
Now you just ruined the plug.
That
doesn't affect everybody.
Yeah, I drink. Yeah, it does affect people differently because I normally drink like a 5-hour energy. You know.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh.
All right. Well, good luck
listen,
with your coffee situation.
You have a
Keep us
great night,
posted.
my friend. And we'll talk to you next week.
If you want us to send you coffee, we can.
We can. We do have coffee here.
No,
Somewhere.
I'm coming out for your bike night.
Come on out.
You got to come out for the show for Monday, and then the bike night Wednesday.
You can
and
sleep
then
over
go
with
back.
Mike Monday and
So what am I
Tuesday.
gonna do? I'm gonna come out there. I know what I'll do. I'll come out there for the show. Go back to Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, and hang out at Mustang Sally's on Tuesday.
Another plug. There you go.
At Bob's Cycle Barn, the museum out
Another
there.
plug right there.
Man, you're making a lot of money
We're at
tonight.
the $75 now. All right. So,
And then back to New York and probably get stuck on that George Washington Bridge for 6 hours. Yeah.
there you go.
And then for the bike night, and then Wayne and I can go coyote hunting. I'll bring a couple guns. And,
There you go.
know.
We'll just go up to Connecticut.
There you
or
go.
something.
Sounds great. So listen, brother, you have yourself a great night.
I know. I hear this all the time.
We'll talk to you later.
Have a great night.
Good night.
Take care. Bye-bye.
John through everybody. Yeah.
Classic listener right there.
Yeah, he's awesome. I love him. The guy. The guy's great. So, all right. So now let's switch gears a little bit here and talk to Adam Constantino.
Yeah, you
go,
got
you
it.
did
It's like a movie star. I'm telling
Third
you.
time's a charm.
I wrote that shit down. All right. Probably spelled it wrong. What was the way I could... What's going on? Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm the director for the Sworn Guns Motorcycle Club.
Okay.
We're a law enforcement-based, military-based club.
Okay.
We've been around for about 10 years.
Okay.
We started just like many other local clubs do. It's just a bunch of guys sitting around and say, hey, I like riding motorcycles. So do I. And 5 guys sat around and they said, well, you're going to be the treasurer, you're going to be the president, you're going to be this. And
That's it?
that was it. And it kind of started from there. It was all it's in the back room of a police department.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what goes on in the police.
Yes, that is exactly what happens in the back room.
Did you have coffee back there at least?
We did. We did. It wasn't
I don't want to
well-watered,
ask
though.
about donuts, but did they have donuts?
No donuts.
We're not stereotyping here. all right?
So we started off, they needed a name, and somehow they kicked around a couple things. They came up with the Ridiots. So the club originally
Ridiots?
started as the Ridiots.
Okay.
Yes, we did. And the last couple of years, when we were getting much bigger, we were taking on a lot of new members, a lot of NYPD guys, a lot of Nassau County guys. We have some New York City Corrections. We have some Nassau County Sheriffs.
All right.
Right now, we have some active military, retired police officers that still do reserve duty.
Mhm.
So we're really comprised of a lot of different things. We decided we kind of getting a little bit too legit to kind of run around with the Ridiots.
Right.
So we did a little.
That's more like a Tuesday night club.
Yeah. We came up with a club name, and we became the Sworn Guns.
Okay.
It kind of fits, being that we are based off of law enforcement.
Right.
Absolutely. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. So we are a 501c3. We do a lot of charity work. Our latest was the Tunnels to Towers fundraiser that we did.
Okay.
Last year kind of killed everybody
Yeah.
as far as fundraising goes and parties go.
Yep.
So
What'd you do with the Tunnel Tower? That's always a good organization.
yeah, they were very happy. We reached out to them, and they were thrilled that we were doing something. We kind of just took it upon ourselves instead of just donating the monthly dues that you could donate to them. One of the presidents at the time, he says, well, why don't we do a fundraiser and just give them more money?
Yep.
And we invited a lot of law enforcement clubs, local clubs, and
Right.
we try to support everybody.
Yeah.
We try to support all our brother clubs, all the law enforcement stuff, the fire department stuff. And we had back in January, we had the party, and we raised over $2,000 for the Tunnels to Towers.
Sweet.
Nice.
And we were nice that they invited us to come and actually hand them the check in person. So we drove
Nice.
out to Staten Island, and it was a nice time. It was.
Yeah.
We did have to deal with the Bell Parkway, Tony, like you just did.
Oh, you got to tell that story again later.
But yeah, it was good. And
Tunnel Towers is great. I mean, they pay off houses for if the officer passes away, line of duty, they'll pay off.
I believe
take
they
care of
just
the
did it
fam-
for Officer Sackos at
Yep,
the
they
the
did, yeah,
NYPD.
for Highway
so
3, yep.
knowing that we had just given them a check, it's nice it touches your heart.
Yep.
Yes.
To see that
Absolutely.
the money that you
And he's
guys,
one of you guys.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
So
It was nice that they went right away and they paid off his mortgage, which was really great.
Yeah.
Wow.
For something so tragic.
That is incredible, though. That really is. I got to go there a couple weeks ago. Then I had to make a delivery to them.
Oh, to the tunnels.
Well, I had to move their copy machine to their new office.
Oh, there you go.
They're in Staten Island. They got a new office, so
Yep.
we brought it from one place to the other.
Uh-huh.
So I got to go in there and pretty wild.
They sent me pictures. I'm like, I knew right away what it was.
I sent them video because
I knew
all
right
the sheets
away.
hanging, everyone signed them and stuff. So
Yeah.
awesome stuff.
Yeah, they were really great people, very gracious.
Yeah, very giving.
Yes.
It's amazing what they do.
Right.
I mean, and that tunnel to tower. I mean, I did it the second year they did it, and third year, and it was like, let's say 5,000 people who ran through the tunnel.
Yeah. Right.
And then I don't even know what it is now. I mean, it's unbelievable, like 30,000 or whatever it is. There's a lot of people now who do that event.
Yeah, it's a tremendous event. It's
It's
amazing that
unbelievable.
the foundation that came out of tragedy.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice to see that you can still make something good come out of something so
Absolutely.
tragic.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
So what I wanted to ask you too now was, like we've talked about, we're building this truck for NYPD for my friend Scott Blackshaw.
Yep.
I had gotten in contact with you pretty much before his funeral when we were setting up stuff.
Right.
I heard you rode a little bit. We talked, we met, and then I started selling stuff. I'd like you to give your thoughts and just tell us about Scott. Working with Scott.
I started my
obviously,
career in the NYPD, and I was lucky enough to work with Scott Blackshaw.
Right.
And Scott was just he was one of a kind, and you hear that often, and it's kind of thrown around a bit loosely. But Scott really was just one of a kind. If he didn't bring you into his inner circle, you'd kind of think he was like a weird guy.
Right.
You'd be like, that guy's just too weird. I'm not going to talk to him. But you gave him a minute. He had a bigger heart than you could really ever know.
Right.
He lived alone, but he had more family than he knew.
Okay.
And unfortunately, when he got sick, the people that came out of the woodwork that became his adopted family.
Right.
It was just an amazing thing. I mean,
the support was incredible.
It was tremendous. And meeting you, Wayne, it was just a great thing. And hearing that you wanted to do something that was always going to keep Scott's memory alive,
sure,
as well as the memory of every officer and fireman that we're losing daily to this cancer. And as far as I'm concerned, and I don't think any other person would disagree, every cop that dies and every fireman that dies and every civilian still that dies that was down there, they're being murdered still.
Absolutely.
It's just taking 20 years.
Yeah.
And then it's going to continue
it's
on,
just that
unfortunately,
slower,
till we're
painful
all
death
gone.
for the families.
Yeah.
It's horrendous.
So meeting you and knowing what you were doing, it just was something that came personally, because I had that connection to Scott, it was something that I felt I needed to help as much as I could.
I do appreciate you. Whatever, you when I was asking can you sell some raffle tickets? Can you sell coins? You were like, give me more, give me more.
Yeah.
I mean, every time I handed you, it was gone. I was like, this is unbelievable, and that's what I needed because
that's what it's all about.
You can't do it yourself.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes when I'm like, you know what, I'll do this myself. I'm gonna do it myself. I realize I can't.
Yeah.
I cannot do it myself. And when I came up with the idea at first, I told my wife, I'm like, I think I'm really fucking nuts for this. But I mean, Scott he talks to everybody. He's like, you know what, go with this. And it's even more of a dig because he doesn't like to be the center of attention.
No.
And the fact that his name and memory is going to be on the back of this rig, I mean, he's going to haunt me in a good friendship way the rest of my life.
Yeah,
and when I meet him again, I'm going to have to duck a couple times and watch my back because he's going to probably try to swing.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things. If I get more people like you to help, that's other people he's got to chase after too.
Oh yeah,
it might help me a little bit.
And I'll tell you, you're in the best world to get the help that you want,
without a doubt.
Because the law enforcement, the motorcycle community,
yes,
regardless, straight across the board, is probably one of the most charitable communities I've ever met involved.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're so quick to jump in and
Yep.
pull out a 20. It's $20 at the door. Boom, here's 20.
Yeah.
You go to the bar, here's 20 on the bar. I mean, it really is just, it's a community that unless you're in it, you can't explain it to people that don't
Absolutely.
ride. It's one of the
and on
most
top of
charitable
that,
places.
then you add the police, you add the firemen,
Right.
the military, all this stuff. You're getting double of everything,
Absolutely.
just really from the heart. I mean,
Absolutely.
it's,
And they want to.
It's nice. Yeah.
They know what it's like. They know that there's help that needs to be done. And if it's just financial help that they can do, they can throw in $5, they can throw in $20, throw in $100.
Yeah.
It's that much less that legwork that the founders that are trying to create this truck or create anything have to work for.
I mean, $5 from everybody. That adds
Sure.
up quick.
Hey, that adds up.
Man,
Hey.
you know?
It adds up. So it really
Yep.
is. It's a great thing that you're doing.
Yeah.
I love the fact that we can be involved.
Absolutely. I want
Personally,
you guys
and,
really,
you know,
and
it's,
the fact that you worked with Scott, it's even more
Yeah,
from the heart
that-
kind of thing.
absolutely.
I mean,
More
I really-
special.
I'm looking
Absolutely.
forward to the next couple months to really getting this set up. I mean, I'd love to have the expressway just loaded with bikes.
Oh, yeah.
That would be
Just,
fantastic.
and that's all.
And that's the plan.
Just the fact that everyone who has donated, bought a raffle, or gave $5, they're part of that truck.
Right.
Mhm.
Hopefully that truck never gets used. But unfortunately, we do know it is going to get used.
Right.
And at that funeral, that first funeral, it's going to be sweet, sweet justice. That
Absolutely.
I hate that it's used, but I'm also going to be proud that I was a part of that.
Right.
And everybody else is a part of that. So
Yeah.
it's going to be really meaningful.
Yeah.
I hope it's years from now.
Mhm.
But I will get it done, and it will be delivered on September 10th. Cross my heart.
Yep.
and we'll be part of the delivery.
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah.
We
I'm
all
looking
will be.
forward
We'll
to
be
it.
part of that.
And that'll be rain or shine. And I will be on the trailer.
Yeah, you hear that up there? No rain.
That's it, Scott. No rain that day, right?
Well,
Beautiful
listen,
day.
Scott, it's September 9th.
But I never got to meet Scott, but by hearing about maybe you guys talking about him, it's probably going to fucking snow that day.
Yeah,
All right?
yeah. And he's going to tell him he can't go because he's got to go plow his freaking driveway.
That's me that. Well, that's great, man. I'm so glad you're on the show with us. This is awesome.
Yeah, it was good. It was
You
great
know-
to be invited, and I'm glad I'm here. And,
Yeah,
hopefully
you know,
we
you
can
come in
do it
anytime you
again.
want. Yeah,
Absolutely. You guys are always welcome. Jimmy, we'll have to talk first.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
think we're going to have to couple of beers for him.
Yep.
He
Yep.
definitely
Yeah.
made sure
Hey,
he
no,
made that
we'll-
clear.
We'll hide the label. I'll never know.
But like, if you guys have any events coming up, please let us know. We'll post it, and you want to come and talk about it the week before.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Whatever it takes.
That'll be great.
You know,
'Cause
really,
we
and
do host a lot of charity events, just like
Okay.
a lot of the other clubs do.
Yep.
And sometimes they're private events that it's other clubs invite only.
Yep.
But sometimes we do host events that can bring anybody in.
Yeah,
Really.
I mean, we'd love to come there. We could play music. Even Wednesday nights, you guys are welcome to come down.
Right.
It's great. It's all for a good cause.
Yeah, that'd be
And,
great.
You know,
It's
meet
gonna
more
be
people, the better.
Sure.
It'll be a lot of fun. All we can do is help. That's
Yep.
we're always out. That's what we did. And that was our careers. We helped.
Yeah.
That was,
Yeah.
that people call 911. They want help.
Yeah.
That's what we
And
did
now-
for a living.
And now being retired,
You know?
I lose that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have that. Like I used to go to work and be like, that tow loan goes off, I'm going to help somebody. Well,
Right.
now it's like my kids asking me, can you go get lunch?
Well,
That's
that
the
helps.
help I'm doing.
Well, you're building everything for the studio here.
Yeah.
Every week it's got something
We're
new.
running out of walls.
Yeah, right.
He built that keychain thing. He built that thing behind you. He just built this little wood thing that we're going to be
And
signing.
actually, you guys both could sign that before
Yeah,
you leave.
yeah,
You're
to
the
sign
first
it.
ones to sign it.
Oh, that'll be great.
So,
Yeah.
Cool.
So good stuff, man.
But
Awesome
yeah,
stuff.
I appreciate obviously both you guys.
Yes,
coming out.
absolutely, man. We are
it's
so
nice.
thrilled to have the both
It's
of
a
you
good
here.
thing, you know.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I'm here, but I don't hold a candle to what Tony's been doing. I mean, it's just,
I don't know if that's
I'm
true.
going to be humble, but he's really an amazing guy. It's been great to talk to you off air, on air as well. It's really admirable what you guys do.
Well, it's been my pleasure to sit here with you.
Well, thank you. So you hear that, folks?
See,
Somebody
what I'm
does like me.
thinking
The
what
only
I'm
pro-
thinking here, Adam, is that with the two of us on this one camera together, it's the best looking couple that camera's ever seen.
That's true.
That's right.
I just want to
very
know.
true.
His hand has been missing for a while.
Everything above the table.
And speaking about Tony again, we're gonna show a video of what you actually do.
Yes.
All right.
If you want.
So we're gonna play that video real quick. And
Wait, where'd you get this video?
You sent it to me.
Oh, then it's a good one.
Okay, so check out
There's,
the video.
There's some videos out there of me that.
I've
aren't
seen
so
those
good.
too. Like, whoa, what's it to the peanut butter? That's the puppy.
I'm buying stock in Jiffy.
Yeah, there you go. So check out this video. This is what Tony Price does. All right, guys. So we'll be right back after this.
Duty, honor, strength, sacrifice. Every day, men and women of the armed forces put their lives on the line to protect the freedoms that we hold dear. Most make it through their service and return to their families. Others, however, make the ultimate sacrifice with their lives. Their families receive the venerated status that no family wants, Gold Star families.
Today in America, less than 7% of us have ever put on a uniform to defend our great land. And today, more than ever before, families of those who made that ultimate sacrifice are mostly forgotten. The Gold Star Ride Foundation never forgets these families and spends all its time doing for them whatever the fallen hero would have done if they hadn't given their life to you and me for our liberty and our freedom. Traveling through the country on a motorcycle, we meet with these families. We learn about their needs, and we do all we can to help them, never forgetting the sacrifice that they made long before we ever got there. We ride through the wind, and the rain, and sometimes even the snow. Just in the last 30 months, that's 2.5 years, we've made it to all 48 continuous U.S. states. More important than where we've been is who we've met. We helped a widow in Tennessee when the tornadoes caused more damage than her savings account and her insurance company could handle. We helped a young adult in California with engine trouble, which is what her dad would have done if he weren't killed in action when that young lady was just 4 years old. We set up college funds in many places. We've purchased some groceries for a Gold Star family in Oregon, created a backyard barbecue in New Hampshire. We enjoyed some venison in Louisiana. In less than 3 years, we've met with more than 300 family members from all across the country. We've ridden in large groups and small numbers. Sometimes there's just one motorcycle pulling up to visit a family. But you know what? When we get there, that family doesn't care. They only care that we came and we remember. This is what we do. This is what we've done. And with your help, we'll get a lot more done. Won't you help the Gold Star Ride Foundation? Go to our website and make a donation today. It would be nice if we could do it without you. It would be better if we never lost one of our brothers and sisters in the name of freedom. But the truth is, there are people envious of our great nation and people who want to hurt us. I, for one, am really thankful that we have those brave souls standing at the ready to defend us. Won't you help the Gold Star Ride Foundation? Go to our website and make a donation.
We are back live.
So anyway, back at the ranch.
Wow. You know, the stories off the air are incredible. And I don't know why they're not on the air.
There's a reason they're off there.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Wow. That peanut butter goes far.
No, those are on-air stories.
I remember an off-air story that featured peanut butter.
Yeah.
Thank God Adam's dog doesn't talk.
Thank God.
Just says
So,
woof.
tell us a story.
Tell you a story.
Tell me the most memorable ride you've ever taken.
You know, there are so many to choose from.
Come a little closer to the
one of the
blue
things-
light. There you go.
Go to the light.
There you
Is
go.
that the deal?
Don't look into
Go,
it, though.
Go toward the light. You know, I get asked that question all the time. You'd think that I would have some staple answer that I would always go to, but it always ends up being a different kind of a story. I want to just say that, you know, when I do stuff like this, when we get together like this, we
Right.
have an awful lot of fun.
Right.
I try to be more of a smartass than usual. When I'm out on the bike, I'm still a smartass. You know, my goal is when I go visit a family, when I get to meet a family in person, I don't think that my visit is done until I've seen them laugh out
Right.
loud.
Yeah.
It's a part of
Absolutely.
what I think is an important part
Sure.
of it.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the fact that I get to say that, so people don't think, well, he's just a smart ass riding around the country on a motorcycle. Because there's a lot more to it than that.
You have a goal.
So there's a couple of stories I don't mind recanting that have less to do with motorcycle riding and more to do with the families that I meet.
Okay.
So one of them is when I did that ride in 2018, and by the way, that ride in 2018, 64 families, 50 and a handful days, just shy of 18,000 miles, and it generated the book, right? And that was 64 families.
Right.
Since July 2nd, 2018, I've now visited with more than 350 families.
Wow.
I've been to all 48 states at least once.
Wow.
Most of them twice. I think California and Nevada are the only states I've only visited once.
Okay.
Every other state I've been to at least twice. So we've tallied up a lot of stuff. I don't stop. I'm just always going. The ride that I'm on right now is ride number 19.
Wow.
The 19th time that I've left Minneapolis to go visit Gold Star families.
Wow. That's incredible.
And that started in with the ride I mentioned earlier in 2017. The 2017 ride was number 1. The 2018 ride that got the book was number 2. Now I'm in the middle of ride number 19.
Wow.
But back in those days, the last family that I went to visit on that 2018 ride, the very last one, I got there within 2 weeks of a woman's 93rd birthday.
Oh, wow.
She had lost her firstborn son in Vietnam in 1968.
Wow.
And I was there in 2018. So it was exactly 50 years. Well, 50 years within a month or two that she lost her son.
Oh.
And we did the thing. We sat around. It was kind of fun. I'm sitting around here. There was a lot of people there. There was I was met outside of town by, I think, about 30 motorcycles. So we all just pulled in together, and they kind of led the way because I didn't know where we were going. And they led the way right to her house. We all pulled up in front of her
So
house.
I would have that for you here.
We were sitting around in the backyard. Yeah. Next time I come. So we're sitting around in the backyard, and we're like joking, and I'm saying, "Hey, you want a cigar?" She didn't want a cigar. So, oh, you want some whiskey? So we're drinking whiskey and smoking cigars and stuff. And I was there for about an hour and a half. There was a lot of laughter. There was a handful of tears. She told me stuff like how he died when he was 19.
Oof.
50 years ago.
Wow.
Okay, so she was telling me stuff like how he loved to play baseball before he went to Vietnam. And we're having a lot of fun. And just as it's time to go and I'm packing stuff up and, half the people are already gone. And she's sitting in a chair immediately to my left. And I stood up and I was clearing the table and picking up getting the whiskey and the cigars. And I feel her touch the back of my hand. And I just look at her and she didn't say anything out loud. She just mouthed the words, "Thank you."
Wow.
And, that kind of floored me. I sat back down, had to wipe my eyes a little bit.
Sure.
And then finished up, packed up, got on the motorcycle, and down the road I went. Well, some of the other people that were there told me that the next day the local newspaper showed up. And they came to her and they said, "What's the story about this guy on the motorcycle who came to visit you?" And she said it was the first time in 50 years since her son died that anybody acknowledged the fact that her oldest son was killed in Vietnam.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Now, let me ask you, do people contact you? Do you let them know you're coming? Do they know you? You surprise them? How does that work?
The rule can't surprise them, and I don't cold call them either.
Okay.
Got too much respect for Gold Star families. I mean, imagine that you were a Gold Star family. Imagine you lost your kid in Iraq.
Right.
And a stranger calls you on the phone and says, "Hey, I like to ride motorcycles. Can I come and see you?"
Right.
No, it ain't gonna fly. You're gonna hang up the phone faster than I can get the question out.
Right.
So yeah, they have to reach out to us, and every family that we meet has reached out to us in one way or another, or a very close friend of the family reaches out to us. On my way home, I get to visit a Gold Star family on the east side of Chicago. That was somebody in Indiana that said, "You got to go see my friend." So we're putting that together.
They are connecting with each other.
Right. As a matter of fact, another really good story here that I wanted to share with you is a woman calls me up and says, "You got to come and see my best friend. She's a Gold Star mom, and you need to come and see her." Okay, well, let's put it together. Well, this was in the middle of that ride in 2018, so I was hot and dirty and tired constantly. I mean, I was riding for like 15 hours a day.
Sure.
Unless I had a long visit with the family. Anyhow, we met for lunch, and there was a bunch of people there. I think there was about 15 or 20 people there, and we're just eating lunch. And this time she was sitting on my right, to my right. So the Gold Star mom there, she just stops eating, puts her fork down, and looks at me and says, "I just don't understand why my son would take his own life."
Oh.
And I looked at her and I said, "He didn't take his own life. That was a sniper's bullet from 7,000 miles away."
Wow.
She burst into tears. I was crying. Everybody that was sitting there was crying. There was about 15 people that joined us for that one. Everybody was crying for that. And after a couple seconds, and somebody just said, "Boy, these beans are sure good," and went back to eating. And pretty soon we're laughing and joking again.
Yeah.
All the tears are dry. And down the road I go, and we hugged, and I'm still really good friends with her. I think I talked to her about a week and a half ago. So I get on the motorcycle, and down the road I go. And next day, 5 days later, I'm 1,500 miles down the road, or 2,000 miles down, whatever it was. And it was about 6 days later, and I checked into the flea bag hotel that I was staying in that night. Because when I did that, my rule of thumb is, if it's my choice, I'm staying in the dirtiest, filthiest place I can find.
Right.
Because we got guys in uniform that are sleeping in the dirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
And incidentally, that's why the bandana is always on and it's always red.
Okay.
Remember, everyone deployed.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. Right? So that's why that's there. Anyway, so it was about 6 days later, and I was a long, long ways away from that woman that I met, that we shared the story about the sniper's bullet thing. And incidentally, I didn't invent that. First time I heard it, Rocky Lynn said it. He's a country singer. A country singer who used to jump out of perfectly good airplanes for the Army.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Army Airborne.
Oh.
Anyway, so I check into this motel, and I'm checking my email because I've got to try to do all the logistics every day. I check into as a matter of fact, I think I called you from the road, and you were laughing at me because I was calling you from a gas station or something. Anyway, so I check my email, and I get an email from the friend who set up that meeting with that Gold Star mom. And the email, really short, I think it was 3 sentences, and it just said, "Your visit here was the greatest thing that could have happened," because she went home that day and tore up her own suicide note.
Really?
Wow.
So your job was definitely done there.
Jesus.
Well, whenever somebody says, "You crazy lunatic, what the hell are you doing?" I just go, "Well, you know what? I did pretty good that day."
Yeah. No.
It kind of, and there's so many. There's so many.
I couldn't even imagine how many.
Right. I constantly am reminded of the guy who sees all of the starfish washed up on the beach, and there's tens of thousands of starfish washed up on the beach, and he's just walking down and he picks one up and he throws it back into the ocean, and he picks up another one and he throws it back into the ocean. This guy walks up to him and he says, "What the hell are you doing?" He says, "I'm throwing them back home. They can't get home, so I'm throwing them back into the water."
Right.
He says, "You're nuts. You'll never be able to you can't do this. There's tens of thousands of them here. You can't do all this. You'll never get it done.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never make a difference to them." And he bends down and picks one up and throws it in the water, and he says, "Made a difference to that one."
Right.
Yeah, it's true.
So we just keep plugging away, and we do our best to have a lot of fun, and we get to meet some really great people.
Cool, man.
Great to meet you today,
Likewise.
Adam.
Likewise.
Yeah.
And meeting you guys in person has been
Yeah.
an awful lot of fun.
Well,
Definitely.
actually, as we're going, there's a couple challenge coins there on the table for you.
I saw these earlier.
And each one of them obviously means something. We would love to know that they are with you.
Yes.
At every ride you go, wherever you go, if you want to
got
throw them
the
in a
purple.
saddlebag, You want to put them in your pocket. You
I
want to
got the
stick them in your
perfect
pants
place
for the bulge, whatever. You want to make it look good. You can do that.
I have prosthetics for that.
Always put the potato in the front, right? Is that what it's like?
There you go. Wow, it's amazing what you do. It really is. Now, do you try to keep in touch with these people?
Often.
Yeah?
Most of the time. Yeah, there's a few that I haven't talked to since I've met them, but there's an awful lot of them that I talk to regularly. We follow each other on Facebook. And
Okay.
So they always know I'm around, and I always know that they're around.
They have asked you to come back? Can you do twice or?
I haven't been asked to come back to a Gold Star family.
Okay.
However, there have been some other circumstances that kind of tie in because, we do all kinds of things.
Right.
We've paid rent. We've made a mortgage payment. We paid utility bills. We took one family shopping and filled up a cart with groceries and filled the refrigerator with groceries because they didn't want anything else. We got a request. I got one sitting on my desk back home. Young lady's getting married and her father was killed in action.
Wow.
And the request is, can you please come to Houston and pay for the flowers at the wedding?
Wow.
And I'm like, cool. I'm thinking there's going to be a letter at home when I get there that says, maybe you'd like to give away the bride.
Oh, yeah, you never know.
You never know.
Because, so we do all sorts of, our unwritten rule is that we do whatever the fallen hero would have done if they were still around.
Right.
Family has a need, whatever the fallen hero would have done. We've fixed cars. We're making arrangements to buy a truck for our Gold Star son down in Florida right now. Whatever needs to be done. If
open for ideas.
Yeah, if that we bought an engine for a motorcycle for a young lady in California. Her father was killed when she was 4 years old. Now she's 19 or 20. She's 20 now.
Wow.
And a biker and blew up the engine on her motorcycle on a long road trip. So fixed her up. We just that's what the donations go for.
You guys do a great job. It really is amazing.
God bless you, man.
We got a lot of improvement. I appreciate the compliments very much. Thank you. But I know we got a lot of room for improvement. There's a lot more work to be done.
Sure. So when did you find time to write a book?
Well, it was winter in Minnesota.
Okay, which is
it
not too bad.
Your wife didn't let you in the house, so you're probably stuck in the garage, getting food shoved under the door. So you figure, let me write a book while I'm here.
Yeah, something like that. I wrote the book when I got back in the house, and the book was, the funny thing is, it took 56 days to do that ride. It took me 43 days to write that book.
Wow.
So, and then, I did that through Christmas, and then after New Year's, the very following year, I was out on the road again. I think I did 3,500 miles in January, and saw 25 more families.
Wow.
So you must go through a lot of tires.
I've gone through 6 back tires.
Wow.
I'm on my 7th back tire, and I'm on my 3rd front tire since July 2018.
Wow. So you don't come to New York much. You don't ride the expressway often because you'd have gone through a tire a week.
This is actually my 2nd time.
Oh yeah,
in the city. I've been in New York State.
Right.
I will have been in.
This ain't the city.
No, upstate New York. I've been to upstate New York twice already, and when I'm done with when I'm heading west again, that's my route to get back west. I'll go through upstate New York.
There's ways around it. Yeah, absolutely.
I got to see a family in New Hampshire and Vermont. So
that'd be perfect. Go north right up there. That's really nice.
Take 90.
I'll just take a left.
Yeah,
go that way.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Wow.
The last time I was there, as a matter of fact, it was a year ago this week because I was in D.C. for Memorial Day.
Right.
And I went through that way, and it started raining just pretty much as soon as I got out of Vermont. Sprinkles started coming down, and I got to take this all the way across to, I'm in New York until I get to Erie, Pennsylvania, right?
Shit, yeah.
And it started raining, and it just got worse and worse and worse, and I mean, it was pouring. By the time I got to the Erie, Pennsylvania area, I had to turn off this freeway and get on another freeway. One freeway ended, and I got to do the entrance ramp onto another one. And I just pulled off to the side of the road to dry my glasses because, it was pouring down rain. And I looked out there, and there were 4 lanes of bumper-to-bumper big trucks. And the rain was so heavy that you couldn't see across the road. And I just looked out there, and I just said, there's no damn way I can survive this.
Oh, my God.
And then I just said, well, that's what they say in Iraq when they're cocked and ready to go, right? We got to do it. Got a job to do, better get her done.
Wow.
I popped the clutch, and down the road I went.
That must happen a lot to you, honestly, with the rain, right?
Oh, riding in the rain?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the way to
Probably
DC.
more than you want.
Yeah.
Well, DC this year was rain all day Saturday.
Yeah.
And
I
cold, no less.
Cold and rain all day Saturday. It was cold on Sunday, but it didn't rain on us.
Right.
But last year when I came out, I did the same route, rode with the same guys, the Wall Gang out of Michigan City and NVAR, much smaller group. But it rained on us Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and the clouds broke as soon as we hit DC.
Oh.
3 days of solid rain.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Which was, I think that's, I don't know, how far is it from here to Michigan City?
Michigan City?
Mr. Google Maps over there.
That's gotta,
I want to say
it's a good 8.5 hours, right?
From DC to Michigan City. It's 3 days.
3 days.
Oh, it's
Michigan
City.
Yeah, that's not the Michigan I'm thinking of.
His Google machine is broken.
Michigan City, Indiana. It's
Indiana.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a suburb of Chicago.
Oh shit.
From DC.
Yeah, it's got to be the better part of 1,000 miles.
509 miles.
I bet it's at least 800.
Let's see.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a hike.
645.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
645.
a couple hours.
In the rain.
10 hours and 17 minutes. If you
Well, we
leave
went
right now.
slow. We had to party every night, you know. There was a group of us.
Oh, wow. That sounds like a lot of
It's
fun.
always a little slower when... let me rephrase that. It's always a little faster when I'm the only one on the bike. When it's just
Yes.
me and him.
Sure.
Like the Beltway. If I was riding in a group of 60, we would not have been
No,
going.
we
would not have been going 80. There would not have been an 140-year-old prostitute trying to
Looking
pick
for
me
you.
up.
Come here, honey.
When we actually were on commercial, some woman called in, and she said that she saw you on the Bell Parkway, and she said you remember her. So tell us the story, because she said she put that lipstick on
the red
just
lipstick.
for you. So give a little quick story on this one, because she's probably listening.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're full of shit right now.
You might go to the videotape.
But just in case you're telling the truth. Yeah, I was I was on my way here, coming around on the Beltway, coming up from the south side, yeah. And I'm tooling along at between 75 and 80 miles an hour to make sure that the car behind me, which is a BMW, and those guys never go slower than 80,
Nope.
just to make sure he doesn't run me over. So I'm in the left lane, and I'm down the road. I go, and up in front of me, just a little piece, I see the driver window come down on a car that's in the center lane. And before I can reach it, out comes this little hand that's waving and giving me a peace sign and a thumbs up and stuff like that. And I get up closer to her and I glance in there, and it looks like a 140-year-old woman with big, bright red lipstick on, and I'm not sure exactly what she's trying to say to me. But
Come here, skinny.
We're on the air. Keep it clean.
I go down the road a little bit farther, and then traffic backed up, and she caught up to me again. She had a whole new message, and I'm pretty sure if I would have paid more attention to her, I would have missed the show tonight.
Was that like a...
Not by your choice.
That could have been, as it could say, a hand-to-mouth gesture?
Yes.
Perhaps. I don't speak New York.
You don't know.
So you're riding by yourself now. You're going
So I'm by myself at this moment.
Right.
But hey, Adam's going to join me for the rest of the night.
Yep.
Okay.
So there we go. And then
and the romance continues.
On and off the air.
Don't you dare say anything about peanut butter right now.
At least not chunky.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I
or
got
anybody who's listening who's in the Providence, Rhode Island area, we're going to the Rhode Island 9 Memorial.
Tomorrow night,
on the river.
6, right? You'll be there?
At 6 o'clock tomorrow night, I'm expected to go meet those families.
Okay.
In Providence, Rhode Island. So anybody who wants to join me, just look for that extremely dirty Harley Ultra Classic that's got 2 flags flapping in the wind behind me.
Yeah.
And follow me in.
The red
or
hand-
meet me
the
there.
red bandana?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, isn't there a lid law over there?
No, I think Connecticut is
Do I
not.
get to take the lid off in Rhode
Connecticut,
Island?
you do.
In Connecticut.
Yeah.
Not Rhode Island.
I think Rhode Island. I don't think they do either.
Because
I'm
you were
not
talking
sure.
about a trip that you had earlier
Yep.
where you followed the Gulf of Mexico around to New Orleans.
Yep.
See, I did that one in January, just this last January,
Yep.
going to see No, I'm sorry, it was December. And I crossed the river not remembering.
Yeah.
That Biloxi, Mississippi was where I was going.
Mm-hmm.
And I just crossed the bridge. And as soon as I crossed the bridge,
they're waiting for you.
pulled off into a parking lot. And I turned back to the officer and I said, "You are apparently looking for me because you followed me into this parking lot." And he says, "Yeah, where's your helmet?" And I said, "Oh, shit, is this a lid law state?" And he said, "Yes, it is. Where's your helmet?" He said, it's back at the campsite. It's about 50 miles that way. And he said, your bike is not leaving here unless the driver and any passengers have a helmet on. I had to Uber back to the
my
Uber
God.
back to the campsite to get my helmet.
That's horrible.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was 45 minutes late for the Gold Star family. I was meeting there in Biloxi,
Oh, no.
Mississippi on the.
Well, lucky
But they
for you,
waited
Rhode
for
Island.
me.
You should always keep one in your
Not
saddlebag.
only did they wait for me, the cop came back and went through where there's a Gold Star family memorial in Biloxi, Mississippi, one that's made by Woody. And I can't remember Woody's last name. Woody won the Medal of Honor in World War II. He's in his 90s now, and he builds these Gold Star memorials all over the country. And he built the one and put the one down there in Biloxi, Mississippi. So that's where I was meeting the family.
Okay.
And I told the cop that. I mean, we were good friends by the time the Uber driver showed up. Anyway, when I finally got down there to meet the family, the cop came back through.
Nice.
And went, to make sure I had that helmet on.
Wow. Wow. Well, I want to tell you guys, man, it was so great having you both in the studio tonight, man.
Oh, I appreciate it.
What a great show, man. Thank you for taking the ride through here for us. You didn't have to come this way, but you did.
You know, and I was surprised that you had planned on taking the night off because I thought 6.5 days a week off was enough.
Yeah, I know, right? You would think.
One would think.
I'm thinking, Memorial Day, people are barbecuing, whatever. Let's take the day off for, But hey, it worked out great, man. Both of you guys are here. I want to thank you for coming in. Awesome. I want to thank you for coming in.
Yeah, you guys
Mr.
really-
Constantino.
Adam, you're awesome.
Right?
Thank you. Likewise, Tony.
You got that book?
Keep up the good
now you
work,
got-
man.
you gotta say it again.
Uh-oh.
We'll fix that mic.
There we
Say
go.
it again.
Keep up the good work. It's really an honor to meet you and what you do.
Thank you.
It's fantastic.
Awesome.
I appreciate what you're doing, too.
Oh, thank you.
Check out Tony's book. Where can you get this book, Tony?
goldstarride.org. Haven't we been saying that all night?
Yes.
Or Amazon.
Gold Star.
Well, you were talking about Amazon, but we don't want to promote that, right?
Well, he gets
Well,
paid.
you can get it from Amazon if you want, but it'll take longer.
There you go.
And it won't be autographed.
That's true.
the key.
So if you buy from the website, I'll sign it.
There you go.
I'll
That's
sign
the
it
only
before we
place to
ship
get
it
it.
out.
That is the
Hey,
place.
but go to the website and buy it today. But I'm not going to ship it out for at least a week.
There you
because
go.
I've got stuff to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Important stuff.
I want to say there's a benefit for Clayton Mills Sunday, June 13th, from 1 to 6 at Crafty's Burgers and Brews in Garden, North Carolina. We're trying to get down to that one. And, he was a fireman. He was a police officer.
Yeah.
He had a motorcycle accident and he passed away, but he was a very respected man in the motorcycle community.
Okay.
So check that out. And also, with the me and Michael are fighting over here. Texas Iron is next weekend in the hills of Texas. We did this rally
Hell
once.
yeah.
Can't go wrong
Unbelievable.
with that one.
So you know what? Go to Texas Iron on Facebook, check them out, and check out their rally. You'll love it. So again, guys, I want to thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it so much, and thank you both for what you do. And we'll catch you next time.
You got it.
All right?
Right,
We're out of
Dave,
here.
man.
Thanks everybody for watching the show. Good night, everybody.
Take care.
All right, guys.